With pretty much all of my 2020 long drive events either being cancelled or postponed, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we potentially could see more long drive events in the UK.
Hanging out of the right there.
Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon down here at Burford Golf Lab, and before we give an update on my swing as well as Long Drive UK, potential new scene for long drive events throughout the country, do you want to give you some updates on the long drive scene? So if you missed it, and obviously we're under a rock throughout the weekend, Martin Borgmeier, #1 European long driver, broke the TrackMan record, and that's important because obviously Carl Berkshire broke 230 miles an hour ball speed on a TrackMan. And then Martin, over the weekend, whilst out in America for I think all of 2 days, because unfortunately he had to get back. So Martin, I hope you got back well and safe. Got 231.9 ball speed, 155 miles an hour clubhead speed, which is monstrous and is ridiculous and is insane. And I'm only 8 miles an hour slower than these guys. But congratulations, and I thought I would want to share that on this page just for you guys to witness. These guys are breaking barriers day by day, and it'd be very interesting to see upwards of 230 miles an hour ball speed in the future. And whilst I'm in the process of talking about other long drivers, here's some Instagram accounts I think you should go and follow if you do or are interested in the long drive scene. Obviously Jordan Brooks, someone that I filmed with earlier last year, incredible ball striker. James Brosnan, another great hitter of the golf ball. Bry Roberts. I'm going to leave all the links down below for their Instagram pages, and then Dom as well, the gentleman that I believe has set up Long Drive UK. And I want you to go and follow that. And it's important because I get messages all the time. Simon, are there any UK long drive events? And unfortunately for the last couple of years there just hasn't been. We have to travel to Germany, which isn't a bad thing, but obviously there's cost with that, travel, accommodation, etc, etc. So obviously if you just want to dip your toe and you want to enter an event just for an entry fee, see what it's like, have you got what it takes, there is a potential for this as long as we support it. And there's a lot of guys in the UK that want to get into long drive. At the moment I'd probably say there's 15, maybe 20 active guys in the UK, i.e. they know about this Long Drive UK scene. But I think there's going to be hundreds. It's just a case of growing the awareness and obviously getting out there. And it's a good hobby. I like it. Fitness, golf, what's not to like? Now, there is a potential for an event on the 5th of April for the first Long Drive UK event. The only issue is, with the state that we're in, will that go ahead? That's to be seen. Obviously, if it goes ahead, I'm going to be there. I'm going to film it. I'm going to show you guys. But we'll see. Now moving on to my swing, because obviously you've seen what is possible, and these guys are all 200 miles an hour plus, and unfortunately at the moment we're still at the 193, 194 mark. Now, not making excuses, but this is the reason that obviously I'm going full time in terms of YouTube and just coaching, is so that I can get up in the morning, get to the gym, hit 100 odd balls at the range near me, and then crack on with my day from 9 AM onwards, train 6 days a week, try not to burn out, but with very little training here and there around my schedule, baby, etc, no excuses. I haven't digressed, I haven't gone back, I'm still very much at the 190 mile an hour mark. I will show you some of my swings from today, and we're getting to like 370, 380, which is, well, it's just not good enough. It's not going to win anything, I know that. And the progress now is, I want to work on technique. I haven't got any events now for the rest of the year, for the foreseeable anyway. So unfortunately I thought I was going to get some competition ready stuff. I was working on my swing to get it a bit more consistent, so I wasn't necessarily working on speed alone. I just wanted a 360, 370 yards something, just to keep getting me down there, rather than just OB. But now we need to build back on speed, because I can't see us really having many major events until like September, October, that kind of time of year. So we're going full speed again, and we're going to have to work on different techniques. I do want to show you a few swings that I'm kind of trying to mask and copy, guys that are quite similar build to myself and potential height, and then we can obviously integrate that with my swing at the moment. as well as further training. 200 miles an hour, there's no question in my mind that's going to be achievable. 210 is where I'm looking. 210 miles an hour wins an event with the right launch and right spin. Don't get me wrong, 220, 230 is then obviously achievable to obviously hit it further, but the harder you're hitting these drivers, just the same as a standard driver, doesn't necessarily produce better numbers. So for a lot of these guys, yes, they can get 220, 230, but if it's slightly into off the right, they're not going for 220, 230, they're still going for 210, 200, because that's the range of ball speed these drivers would be fitted for. I might be wrong in that, but as a club fitter, golf coach, and as someone that's been practicing this a while, I can knock 10 miles an hour off my ball speed and get 30% more out of my drives just because the numbers are better. I doubt they're building drivers or custom fitting themselves for these drivers for a 230 mile an hour ball speed, especially in competition where you just want to get one down there. Obviously it's nice to be able to do that, not knocking it. If we could do that, then lovely. So two guys that I'm a big fan of, actually three guys I'm a big fan of in terms of swing. One is the swing man, which is over in America. Baseball player, has the no wax step, which I believe is his and he's created, and it's very baseball-esque, but I love the movement, Happy Gilmore-esque, and a transition of weight through the ball. That ball is not compromising his swing. The swing, he just swings it, doesn't go to the ball. Majority of golfers, we always go to the ball, almost hit the middle, almost hit the middle. His is just straight through, and if the ball hits out the middle of the golf club, then brilliant. And he seems to get very consistent results from it. His ball speeds, again, are incredible. You can look at his core, shoulders, back. He's just built, there's no question about it, which is typical of a normal baseball player, I should say. So from that, I'd love to incorporate some more movement in my swing, and can I get the same kind of transition going forward? The next one is James Tate. Again, the range of movement this guy has when hitting the golf ball is incredible, and obviously he's not the biggest guy in the world. I mean, I've seen his Instagram, he deadlifts, squats, cleans, the guy's strong, there's no question about it, but he's lean as well at the same time, which gives him great range of movement, which allows him to create incredible amount of club head speed whilst transitioning towards that golf ball. So again, something that I'm looking to work on, keeping the range of movement as well as that explosive power. I don't want to be massive, but at the same time I need a decent core, I need decent leg strength, I need decent balance, just so that you can do these kind of swings over and over again. There's no point hitting 1 out of 100, which I think realistically that's where I've been building my swing, just to go, oh look, 194 miles an hour ball speed, oh look, 196. But in reality, I'm in here hitting 50 balls. That just doesn't work in competition. So more consistency, more flexibility, more power. Easy. And again, the last person is Nicole. Now, I don't believe Matt's competed for the last 2 years. He's been doing a lot of work with Callaway and traveling and work and living the dream. So well done, Matt. But again, very similar build to myself. The guy generates incredible amount of speed, which I really don't know how he does it. I mean, you look at his left ankle, for example, that slightly comes off the floor, but everything is in sequence. His club is obviously perfectly on plane because, again, he just brings through the ball. He hits a very neutral ball flight, and he's one of the typical long drivers that uses everything out of the drive. He won't be the fastest, there's no question, but in terms of launch and spin rate, he utilizes it well, and he won in 2017. So the man knows what he's doing. And that's something that obviously with this and the technology that I've had for the last year or so has been a massive advantage to myself. However, I know now, like as a long driver, when you hit one and it hits out the middle on good launch, you know that is the one. You don't need a computer to tell you that. So I've got that now, which is great, and it's giving me the numbers. So potentially I won't have this going in the future, but in terms of practicing month on end, I will be able to get faster and know when I'm hitting it well. And then I'll come back and visit, and then we can test it and finally break that 200 mile an hour ball mark record. So in terms of swing, obviously I want more range of movement. I want more work on my lower body in terms of moving, as well as going towards the target. There's so many things that I need to work on, and realistically I need to be putting 15 to 20 hours in this a week to even get going, to even get started. But I know it's achievable. The minimal, I've put work into it. I mean, don't get me wrong, 190 plus miles an hour is good, but it's going to win no tournaments. I'm not here just to be partaking. I'm not here just to come up at 3rd, 4th and 5th place. I'm here to win, and I think with the knowledge and know-how I can do that, but it's no substitute for hard work, and that's something that I've seriously got to put in the future, and hopefully we'll be able to see a general progression. I wanted 200 miles an hour by Christmas, or just after Christmas. I was very naive what having a child actually does, but we are catching our stride. We've made big changes in terms of lifestyle now, so that I can pursue everything that I love and enjoy, as well as be more with the family and income and finance. But that is the plan so far. Let me know your guys' thoughts. There's the swing as an update. As I say, go and follow all those guys on Instagram. A lot of them obviously produce content for the long drive stuff, and as I say, if that long drive UK scene starts building and growing, then I'll be a big advocate of supporting it, as well as obviously filming and showing the behind the scenes of these guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you are new.